So hello everyone, and welcome to our very first commentary on Rainbow Dash Presents. This one in particular I felt warranted probably its own little rundown, and this was actually Petterup's idea, who is joining me today. Hello, Petterup.
Hello, Greg.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Got some allergies and I'm coughing a little bit, but I'm doing pretty good.
Ah, yes, wonderful. Good allergies. So this is the first time that Petterup has been on a video that we're actually posting to YouTube or
Yes.
Flip or whatever we choose to do. Yep. So this is the guy. This is the guy's voice.
Yes.
Yep.
It is my voice.
And yeah, so Petterup is the artist, if you're not familiar with all the stuff that's posted all over the site and everywhere. And of course, I'm the ponies. So in any case, I guess we'll just go ahead and get right into it. We decided to do a quick commentary, or just actually a full commentary on the video from start to finish, because this one was our very first fic that was very long. It was a whole, 3-part fic that I tried to condense into one, 20-minute thing, and it didn't go quite the way I planned. Some people actually chastised me for my dim view of my own work, but in any case, though, we'll just go ahead and get started, and we'll run along. So, Petterup, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And as it is, we actually have a live stream account that we just got started, but we don't have it too well established yet. So this is the way it goes. So anyway, though, Nightmare Haunting actually was a pretty good fic, and we got Pinky with little devil horns here. This was actually done by accident, as I recall.
Yes, it was an accident.
Yeah, but this fic was actually pretty good. It was a good horror fic, and I always really like horror a lot. But it's not actually along the lines of what we would normally do for a Rainbow Dash Presents. Or it's not the kind of thing that I look for. It was something that was voted for basically by the person who won the Spiders' challenge. Was we put up a scavenger hunt, and somebody won the scavenger hunt, and they said, okay, do Haunting Nightmare.
I was amazed how quick that was too. It was like 3 minutes after the video was posted, I got a message like, oh wow, that was fast. It's just, how did you find all the stuff that quickly?
Yep, no, he ran right through, responded pretty quick. So that was won in about a single day. And like Spiders' though, this one is actually narrated by a princess, and because a lot of the fic is actually about the princess. But I had a pretty long-winded critique that I gave myself on Tumblr, which, like I said, some people disagreed with. But one of the things that I felt that I did wrong was that the voices, I thought they had a little less oomph than they sometimes do. And I have also heard complaints about the audio. But our audio is always crap. It sounds good to me, but then other people are like, no, it's terrible. So, recently I've been sending Petterup music and stuff so that he can listen to it, because he's got a higher bass on his headphones.
Yes. And, yeah, for some reason it just sounds different, I guess. So, basically having to turn down the bass a little bit to make it sound a little better.
Have me turn down the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're adjusting the music a little bit so that in the future we don't drown out the voice acting quite so badly. And, Luna, this is our very first Luna, and we actually debated a little while over who was going to voice her. And Smeg was one of the leading candidates. He wanted to do a Southern gentleman, and in fact this led to a joke later on. When we get to that, we'll get to that. But basically Luna was a racist, but not exactly a pony racist, because she had no one to be racist against on the moon. So she still wanted segregated schools and everything, just against abstract concepts and other things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
The rocks.
Yeah. The rocks. And so, here's one of our first scenes that I actually got a very legitimate complaint about, is someone came in and they said, what is the point of this scene? They said, you've got like a minute of just Applejack wakes up, Twilight comes in, drops off Spike, and the point of the scene was that in Haunting Nightmare there was actually a lot of build-up that caused Spike to leave and go stay with Applejack.
We are so excited.
And it was actually crucial to the story, because being a horror story, Twilight kind of needed to be home alone so that she could be possessed and subjected to all these kind of scary things. So I also had to get rid of Spike somehow, and because I didn't really have time in the span of the video, I just basically ejected him from the house, like right from the get-go. I came up with an excuse and then got rid of him, shoved him right out of there.
We can just close the book and go home.
And then of course we come back and we've got kind of a long-winded thing from Luna, and maybe I should have cut this out or something, but I guess I'm just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, these long monologues are hard to draw just because I have to figure out what the character's going to be doing throughout the whole scene, and that was the main problem with Spiders is, and one of the reasons why it was so kind of slow a little bit was I had to figure out what the heck are the characters going to be doing while this character off screen is going to be monologuing the whole time. So I thought it was pretty good. I just kind of made Twilight kind of panicky. She's reading stuff and running around a little bit, but
That's true. The facial expressions helped a lot as they livened everything up. And did we? Let me see. Did we just have the moon rocks thing? That was the racism that we suggested. Was that Smeg was going to be a Southern gentleman and he was going to have an issue about there were light rocks and there were dark rocks, and the dark rocks belong on the dark side of the moon, and the light rocks belong on the light side of the. Because she established all this like racist stuff. But she was still a little bit crazy and having time adjusting, so she was. So the mumbling. So the joke really, we didn't make the connection, but that's where it comes from, and that's why if you heard that joke, I'm just like, what? Because you have no basis to understand it. So good writing on my part.
Isn't this amazing?
and there's Pinkie Pie with her Harry Potter bag. What's her Hermione's bag? I haven't heard anybody mention that since I posted it on DeviantArt, but nobody's pointed that out yet for some reason.
It didn't stand out too much when I saw the movies. Hermione's bag.
Yeah, I guess not.
Did she lose that anyway? Like halfway? I only saw the movies. I didn't read all the way through the Harry Potter books.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she had it the whole movie. I'm not sure. At least I don't know. It was from part 1, which was kind of the boring one. So.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is like you don't even notice if she lost it. Was it a big deal? Dash, I had someone else complain about this. Was another audio complaint where someone said the fire alarm was actually as loud as one would expect, which was too loud.
Pinkie summons you. Hear
Pinkie Pie.
And come to the sound of her voice.
I had fun with the lighting on this scene.
I was gonna say, yeah, one thing that we actually do with the script that I've commented on a couple times. It's nice to have Petter with us on these things. Is that a lot of times it's just dialogue, and like he mentioned, he goes back and he comes up with ways to make the scenes kind of more expressive and creative. So I put in a lot of the words are mine, but then I don't actually direct the storyboard or anything too much.
Yeah, recently you've been doing that a little bit more, and I think that's kind of helped kind of more integrate what I'm doing into the story, which is helpful because before it was just kind of me trying to insert stuff, but now it's actually serves a purpose in the story. So now you can't just listen to it as an audio thing, as many people do.
I have to more so. Like with the thing that's coming up is I kind of just left you, I think, grasping at straws with the end of Beautiful Day in Equestria.
Yeah. Oh gosh, right now I got to figure out how to fill up that scene, just like I did this scene actually. But this is a really cool scene. I love this. I like the way this one turned out.
This came out really well, actually. Yeah.
But
we've had some people ask us for this background music too.
Will that be on the CD?
That's gonna be on a CD. Yeah, we're actually putting together a CD, and not like a small one. It's gonna have like 30 or more songs on it, and we're just gonna pop that up on Amazon. And so, because we've had people ask us for the background music, and I've got like a ton of it, and it's sort of a pain to upload all of it and then have all these separate upload links and everything like that. And I guess I could put it in a zip file, but essentially though it's like going to be 30 songs. So those of you guys who have wanted to donate money and whatnot, I don't want to take donations, but if you would like to give us some income, some extra income, then you can purchase from us a huge volume of background music.
There's Aurora and Orion on the ceiling, by the way.
Yes. Some of our I love doing Scootaloo. It looks like Scootaloo up there.
That is Scootaloo up there.
That is
It was the other side.
That is. Okay. But yes, Orion is coming back from Germany in a couple days too, so we'll have her back.
Yes.
That was one of the things. We had a couple things that we went through, and I guess this scene ate up a lot of time, but it was a really good scene. So, kind of glad that we had it and all. But we got a couple questions, though. I mean, like, the spirit board was a big deal because it made the spirit more powerful, so I included that scene, and then there were some other things. But even Penstroke Pony, the guy who wrote this thing, asked, why didn't we include Third Eye? And the reason was because I couldn't just introduce Third Eye without kind of hazing him, as there would have been a whole scene of like Pinky and Rainbow Dash interrogating him, and I even have ideas how that would proceed, as maybe someday we could do like a missing scene, haunting nightmare. Pinky and Rainbow Dash meet Third Eye. In which case, you know, like they tie him down, and like Pinky would threaten him, and it would be like good cop, stupid cop. Pinky would leave to go cool off for a little while, and then Rainbow Dash would come and be like, hey, can you do that thing with your tongue where like you turn it into a clover? And, you know, I've been trying to find someone to teach me for like the longest time. And he wouldn't know, and Pinky would come back and be like, so, does he know anything? And Rainbow Dash would say, no, he doesn't know, because he would know the tongue thing. So that would be the kind of thing. And Pinky would have no rational idea of what she wanted to do. She would probably just interrogate him for, you know, for information that he had no relation to either.
I think we should just make a whole series of Rainbow Dash and Pinky as cops. That'd be really fun.
We could make like a movie trailer.
Yes.
Good news. We could. That'll be on our list of things to do. We've got a couple things. We got a couple things on that list now.
Yeah, it's just getting longer.
I know it is. Everyone, I bury people and stuff. Is Kenza? I talked to you about Kenza, and I kind of made a comment the other day. As I was like, "Oh, I've got an idea for you," and what I meant was I had like a video for her to watch because she was talking about being bored. And she goes, Greg. She goes, I'm already going to be buried this August because I have like a lot of ideas for her. She's going to help us out with a comic potentially. She's got to see how fast she can draw. That's the main thing, is that Kenza's a really good artist, but she's not as fast as you are.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know yet. She hasn't experimented. But here we kind of bypassed Third Eye, and I just gave all the information to Spike, because otherwise he was really kind of a useless character to this whole story.
I kind of like that Spike is really knowledgeable on it, though. It's like, yeah, they deal with this crap all the time, so why wouldn't he know all this stuff? It's just another procedure that they go through.
He really should be. Yeah, it's not out of character for him to do this. Just that it totally bypasses Third Eye. And the other thing that I guess we could have done is maybe Third Eye could have just like leapt out of the bushes right here and had his own input.
And then just run away, and everybody's like, what?
Yeah, that was Third Eye. He's a really integral part of this fic that we totally didn't include at all.
I'm sure that's not true.
Yeah. So we basically had 2 musical scenes, and the one that we're going to do for Beautiful Day is going to also have 2, despite being like 2 minutes long.
It has 2?
There's 2, actually. I've got one that I'm working on for the credits, so I'll send that to you.
Okay.
It's actually coming along really well.
I don't have to animate that one too, do I?
No, I mean, if you are completely taken by the urge, you're welcome to.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yes. And then Rarity with her boys. This was another one of those where the writing kind of I had the joke that I really wanted to use, but it doesn't make sense in context, because I probably should have lampshaded a little bit. But just the comment of like, what's Big Mac gonna do that we can't? And Dash says, oh, he could pee standing up. Which a couple people commented that I'm pretty sure that actually male ponies would have more trouble peeing standing up than female ponies. So, yes, a bit of a logical fallacy there, but I just like the idea of that being the man's, like, you don't look to any of the other things. It's not that, oh, Big Mac's bigger, stronger, braver, or anything like that. He's probably not braver, but he's not big. It's not that he's bigger or stronger. It's that he can pee more efficiently than the females. Which of course you know is why men came to be in power for so many years up until the recent era. Is our ability to just pee anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very beneficial to our nomadic lifestyle and gave us much power in the hierarchy. Because women would go off to go to the bathroom, you know, they had to find someplace comfortable, and men would plot behind their backs. And by the time they came back, it was too late. The men already had a plan to overthrow their women leaders, and well, you know. But nowadays we have toilets that are a lot more efficient than they used to be. So that is why women are able to run companies now.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Let Sherlock Pones call me sexist now. Yes.
Twilight, I'll go. Good. We could use fewer violent earth ponies around here. Rarity's coming too.
So is that why Twilight's? I mean, not Twilight. Is that why Dash's mom's cutie mark is the toilet?
It's the toilet, the fountain. Yes. No, I didn't think of it at the time, but if it had been, then that we could have added to that. She's very efficient at peeing, which
Yes.
allows her to take charge.
I'd rather just skip to the chase, thank you.
No.
Alright, now there could be anything lurking in here, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, that probably.
What is that? What?
Honestly, the subject of sexism is one that I don't really like to delve into too much because it's one of those that's just it's a very easy kind of insult to throw around, kind of against anyone, and it's a touchy one. It's just one of those like moral things. So yeah.
Everyone just takes my advice.
Rainbow Dash, much cuter than she ever used to be.
Oh, by the way, that's the lamp from Bubbles.
Oh yeah, the one that she got stuck in.
Yes.
Yes.
I go out of my way to sometimes include some old stuff. Kind of like in Flash animation, sometimes they'll reuse old stock stuff just to fill the background. So I like to do that sometimes. And speaking
noticed
of
that-
which, there's Paris Bright shampoo and Fluttershy's hairbrush on the tub there.
I saw that. Some people pointed that out. I noticed that there were scrapes on the floor leading to the bathroom, though. Which, actually, the bathroom scene was really important to the original story that we didn't have at all.
Y'all hear it?
Was there any particular reason for the scratches leading to the bathroom, or was it just...
Just like show there was activity going on. Like I had that chair tipped over or something. Like Twilight's running around the building while in between the scenes, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. See, this particular music thing actually took forever to get together, and I never really nailed down quite what I wanted to do with it. I still feel like it's missing something. Like there's just some kind of oomph or something like that I could never quite get it to have.
We'll make it go away. Helpin', you ain't.
It just never satisfied me. I don't know what it was. Like I said, if I could, I sent it to just about everyone I know, and I was like, "What do you think of this?" And a lot of people were pretty positive, but honestly, I just, like I said, couldn't ever put my finger on what it was about this particular song.
Here's the first bit of After Effects animation.
Yep. Yes. This. We actually, coming up to the next video, we've got a bunch of good animation.
Yeah. Excited about showing that off.
Yep. No, it looks really good. I need to render up a thing for you. I'll just give you a sample so you can check it out.
Yeah.
This is something at least one or two people noticed this. Rarity's eye being the wrong color. There, you can actually see her she turns light blue for like a scene. She is not supposed to have purple eyeshadow or the purple diamonds. What happened was, for some reason Vegas on my computer, the chroma key is screwed up. See, now her eyeshadow is the correct color again, but the chroma key is screwed up, so it actually messed with the colors. And I couldn't correct it, I couldn't fix it. I tried a bunch of different things, we went over a bunch of health things, and it just couldn't be done.
Your great race didn't hear my tread, so close your eyes, you'll soon be dead.
Get out of here. Yes.
Where's Applejack and Rainbow Dash?
Who cares? Let's do the ritual.
Now, I can't remember what happened in the actual fic. Do you? About how Twilight really escaped? And then this here was a bit of an error, too, that... I don't know, you could tell them more about that if you'd like.
Yeah, I guess. It was supposed to be she kicked Big Mac, but the angle didn't look right, so Greg made it look like he just flinched. But I think it works better that way. But
Yeah, he was a little too far away.
yeah, a little bit. Because you said you wanted him to get kicked and then fly into Fluttershy, and I'm like, how am I gonna do that? Like, she would have to be outside of the circle already to do that. So I just kind of cheated the angle a little bit, and it didn't quite work right. But
I guess if... Oh, go ahead.
you were able to make it work, I think. So
Yeah. I guess if he'd, like, reared up and stumbled over there, like there's Sakura dancing around. I looked for a fan noise. I don't have one of those of my own. I could not find one.
Everything is going really well.
Okay, I just sort of fudged it. It's okay.
What you are seeing here is a
You know, it was a lot of fun, though, speaking in the Riley and the,
normal pony
God, what was some of the stuff I said? Azathoth Monoton, that kind of thing.
Ponies brush their teeth.
It is a thing.
That's actually real stuff that we looked up, though. Is that's vocabulary that you can actually get from Lovecraft novels, and a lot of it was just abridged samples of what they were actually saying, as I tried to make it similar to the reality of what they were saying.
Very well.
What's funny about this is by the time we got to this scene, Smeg had actually totally forgotten that he'd helped out with this video.
It is a con.
So he laughed at himself when he went back and listened to this over again. And this another audio issue. He was really quiet for this, and I don't know why it was. I think he recorded far away from the mic.
We're on the same page about the code, right? Then I will leave with the dog.
And the dog, which is nothing at all. No one should be concerned about that. It's a thing.
I've gotta stop blacking out.
I like that joke about blacking out because she does. I didn't realize it at first, but she blacks out and stumbles back up a lot of times in this bit.
She does.
That was simply divine.
Oh,
was it not?
the
We are so glad
dog
to
pile.
have such a
So hard to draw.
We are sure you are ungrateful.
That one also, the sound effects came out kind of amusing for that because they were just so like very thump 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 thump. You know, Sweetie Belle.
Get me my shovel.
I borrowed it. It's at my house.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You are so useless.
So there it is, and that comes to a close. And Apple Bloom, personally, actually one of my favorite Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Yes. Mine too.
Yeah, she's one of the cutest. And then here we had our sponsors, and I don't know if you've caught word. We just have one sponsor for the next one coming up so far.
2.
Oh, we got 2.
Actually, I think we have more than 2. None of them have actually given us money, but they all said they want to. So awesome.
Okay, so that'll be good. It does help us out. It helps us pay for some of the stuff, and also we had a bit of a drop off in revenue when this didn't get posted to YouTube for the longest time. As actually we lost like a good like, gosh, I don't know, a quarter or a little bit over, actually over a quarter, yeah, of our revenue. Because YouTube, it took them, like I emailed them and it just got yesterday finally accepted.
Yeah.
But I almost kind of had to get belligerent with them. I was just like, what are you doing? And because the first email they told me was just to be patient because the monetization will take however long it needs to take. And so finally I was just like, what do you want? And they go, we don't think that you own the visuals. And I said, what do you want me to do? I can't send you the pencil type that the artist uses. It doesn't work that way.
Nope.
So, yeah. So we couldn't prove that we had the visuals, so I just sent them the end user license agreement for Sony Vegas because that's what we use to edit. So I don't know. They're just shooting in the dark. Because the thing is, I know that there's nothing else on the website that was posted. There's nothing on YouTube that was posted about this or that even resembles this before we put it online.
Except for maybe like our own video. Like we posted the music scene, but I mean that's our own account, so we can post whatever we want again.
Exactly, yeah, there shouldn't have been conflict, but there was, apparently. See, but I think they just shoot in the dark, because I once contacted them on an Allen Hour video that they were presenting. They just prevented us from getting stuff on. And what they told me was that they wanted brand-appropriate content. And so I emailed them back, and I asked... Oh, is that you that's making that?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you hear?
Oh, I'm hearing the thing repeating.
I don't think I'm making any noise.
Oh, no, you're not. Never mind. I don't know where that was coming from. But, point being, yes. We just finished up on the live stream. We just started a live stream account, and it was running on live stream as well. So anyway, yeah. So what happened, though, was they told me they want add appropriate content, and I told them, what does that mean? Because there's nothing on your FAQ. I don't see anything about this. And then they sent me another one back, and they're like, we don't think you own the audio. Like, so it feels like they're just making it up as they go. They have no idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we get banned for stuff, or we get locked out of stuff, and I never know what. But the problem is, I found that if you make the thing private, it'll sometimes get approved, but it'll take like a couple days. And so with this video, I was just waiting, and it was like, well, it'll take a couple days. And then they banned it, and I was like, or they rejected it, and so I sent them an appeal, and I'm like, maybe a couple more days. And they didn't come. And then I sent an email, and I was like, all right, a couple more days, and they didn't respond. So sure enough, it got to be like a month later, and I just uploaded it, because it was not happening. So, yeah, I think from now on, we're going to wait like 2 weeks, and if something doesn't happen in 2 weeks, then that'll be it. Just post it and call it good. But in that 2 weeks, so you can always go to our website. You can catch us there.
Yes. Well, it looks like they're just staring at black right now, so...
Yep, we can put up a pretty picture of a pwn. They won't be staring at black.
No, of course not.
Yes. So, yeah. That's about, I think, that's the end of our commentary, because that's the end of our video.
Yes.
Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Me, no, not really. Just enjoy working on the projects, I guess.
Okay. Well, you guys keep an eye out for our next video that's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day in Equestria, and that one's going to be much shorter. But it's got some interesting musical stuff in it, and will thoroughly ruin the canon of that fanfic if I can help it. So, yes.
And then after that, My Little Dashie.
Yep, that one's coming up. And the script is done for that. I need to send you that.
Yes.
Yes. So, we are on a roll. Everyone, you have a good night.
Good night.